Hey everyone! So I'm running out of space for my leaf propagation trays, and I had some old egg cartons, so I figured let's use them, put them in a closet, get them out of the way. So what I did decide for one of them was to put soil at the bottom, since most of my leaf propagation experiments have shown me that soil is the way to go and that they root much faster. So I'm closing that one up, putting it in the closet, and I also have one where I just threw the leaves in with no soil. So check on it in a couple weeks. So I have 4 of the completely white baby plants that I took from the closet that I wanted to get into a little bit of sunlight because I'm afraid that they won't be able to survive. I did leave a few of them in there though, just to see what happens with them. But in case they all died, I didn't want all of them to go. So I figured let's take these 4. I know that they're already stretched out, so they might, turn into some weird looking plants anyway, but I figured why not try to save them. So I'm gonna 4 of them in this little pot right here. Just got some cactus oil underneath it. And I will put it closest to the window here. You can see all my other, prop trays here, but I'll leave this one closest to the window so that way I can get a little bonus light today. Give it a little bit of extra light. And we'll see what happens. After 2 days, you can already see them starting to become green and some damage on the leaf in the back, which after 5 days, you'll see just continues to get worse. And it doesn't really look like the plant is going to survive, especially once we hit 10 days. So it seems like any damaged leaves are not going to allow the plant to survive. Here we now have, after an additional 10 days, some growth again, totally white growth on the leaves that were in the container without soil. Again, they usually take longer for me to root since they don't have soil, which is why I waited a little bit longer. You can see these ones are entirely white also, but do have roots, so I'm going to get them into the same leaf propagation tray. In addition to those 2 leaves, I've also added a couple of the white ones from the original leaf tray that I mentioned because I noticed that the leaves started dying, so I don't expect those to survive. So I think here it's really important to have a healthy leaf to start with, and if you don't have that, it looks like the plants aren't going to survive. So you can see the ones on the side where they have no leaf. And this is 1 week after adding more, and like I suspected, the ones that had unhealthy leaves or the ones that shriveled up right away are not surviving, but the rest are. To recap, you can propagate succulent leaves in the dark, although I wouldn't suggest it, but if it is necessary for you to do that, you need to make sure that you get the leaves out as soon as possible once they have a pup and roots, so that way they have the best chance at survival. So getting them onto some cactus soil right away so they can try to root, and getting them in the sun, of course, so they can be healthy plants.
Subscribe to learn more with us.